Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, I want to talk about the covariancy of wave equation under the Lorentz transformation. As you have learnt about the non-covariancy of the wave equation in the last video, in which we have discussed the wave equation non-covariancy under the Gaussian transformation. When we apply the Gaussian transformation operations on the wave equation, we got a distinct form of the wave equation in which we do not get the exact form of the wave equation as it is. So that was about the non-covariancy under the Gaussian transformation, and in this video I am discuss about the covariancy of the same wave equation but under the Lorentz transformation. Before beginning to that provement or that analysis, let us first take a general view what are the Lorentz transformation in mathematical form. As you know very well, the Lorentz transformation are expressed as x dash equal x minus bt over square root of 1 minus b square upon c square, y dash equals y, z dash equals z, t dash equal t minus vx upon c square, and divided by c divided by 1 minus v square upon c square. Correct? So these are the general mathematical form of the Lorentz transformation, in which we have derived the general coordinates of a particular event or a point in another frame of references when they are observed from a particular frame of reference. So x dash, y dash, z dash and t dash are space time coordinates of a particular event or a coordinate in a such kind of frame of reference which is moving with a certain velocity v with respect to an non-inertial frame of reference, right? So this is what we have the Lorentz transformation equation for a particular coordinate system. I will use this all the four coordinates to derive the wave equation under the Lorentz transformation, and I will get a difficulty to write this new denominator factor again and again. So for the convenient, I am regarding here this factor, this one and this one, because it is the same factor as something, let's say gamma. So I will treat gamma as square root of 1 minus b square over c square. So by replacement of gamma equals to this value, I will get the same. Okay, for the convenient, I will regard 1 upon under root 1 minus b square over c square as gamma. So this equation, when I replace gamma in the form of this one and that one, I get a general new set of x dash and t dash as well as y dash and z dash, and that is x dash equal x minus bt, and this complete 1 upon under root 1 minus b square upon c square is just replaced by gamma. Okay, so this complete factor 1 upon, just remember here 1 upon this complete factor is equals to gamma, so that gamma will be in the multiply. Now there is no change in the y dash because there is no common in the factor this one and that one, so this will be same. This will be y dash equals to y, z dash equals to z. But for the t dash, again this 1 upon this complete value vanishes as gamma and multiply t minus vx upon c is there, right? So these are my new Lorentz transformation equations for the time space coordinate of a particular point in a frame of reference. Okay, so let's begin with the covariancy of wave equation under the Lorentz transformation. So a topic which is going to discuss is covariancy of wave equation under Lorentz transformation. Right? Let me write down the equation of wave, that is simply del square minus 1 upon c square del over del square over del t square equals to 0. As I have told you in the last lecture, here del and this del can be operated on the magnetic field vector. I have treated that magnetic field vector or electric field vector as phi. You can take another representative any constant for that. So this phi is nothing but magnetic or electric field vector. When I operate this complete wave equation over this phi, I will get its new form, which is del square phi minus 1 upon c square, where c square nothing but the speed of light, and this is del square phi upon del t square equals 0. So this is what we have, the concise form of the wave equation, and this is ready to find out its nature under the Lorentz transformation, right? What I mean by the covariancy of the wave equation under the Lorentz transformation. So let us take a general first look on that. As in the last video, you have learnt about the covariancy form of the wave equation or any other mathematical or physical law. Any quantity or a rule is said to be covariant under Gaussian transformation as well as the Lorentz transformation if it does not have changed in its general equation or fundamental nature. Okay, when I will apply the Lorentz transformation on this particular wave equation, I will get the changed coordinates systems. The simple meaning is that here del is an operator whose value is nothing but del square over del x square plus del square upon del y square plus del square upon del z square. If I take this simple 1 power of this factor, that will be going to this one. So del is nothing but the addition of the partial derivative of anything, any variable with respect to x plus with respect to y with respect to z respectively. So this is what we have, the value of del. In the square form, this will be what I have written earlier. Okay, similarly this del square t square is simply, this will not change in its position. When I will apply the Lorentz transformation as I have applied in the last video, Gaussian transformation, in the video I am applying the Lorentz transformation. When I will apply the Lorentz transformation on this del in order to find the covariancy form of this wave equation, I will change x, y, z and t according to the Lorentz transformation. I will replace x, y, z as well as t into the x dash, y dash, z dash and t dash. After applying the Lorentz transformation over this wave equation comprehensively, if I will get no change in the general form of the wave equation, then I will able to say this is covariant under the Lorentz transformation. Okay, so generally in the simple form, the wave equation is nothing but, as I have written, this is del square. Del square is mean that del square phi upon del x square plus del square phi upon del y square plus del square phi upon del z square. This is for del square phi. Del square phi minus 1 upon c square del square phi over del t square equals 0. This is the general form. In the form of the partial derivative, this is this one, minus 1 upon c square into del square phi upon del t square. This is the general form. If this form, after applying the Lorentz transformation, if this comes out to be as what, del square phi upon del x dash square plus del square phi upon del y dash square plus del square phi upon del z dash square and minus 1 upon c square del square phi upon del t dash square, right? This is what we have, and this is what we will get if I will able to prove this one after applying the Lorentz transformation. If I get the LHS of this equation as this RHS, now you can easily see here x is replaced by x dash, y is replaced by y dash, z is replaced by z dash, t is replaced by t dash, and there is no change in the physical structure. This one is for del square This one is for del square, but for this another kind of time space coordinates. X dash is replaced by x dash, x is replaced by x dash, y is y dash, and z to z dash. So if I will get this form, this simple meaning is that it is covariant under the Lorentz transformation. Okay, so let us take a general view on the derivation of this particular phenomenon. General equation of wave is del square minus 1 upon c square del square upon del t square. In the operated form on phi, this will lead to as equals 0, right? Here phi is again a magnetic field or electric field vector, and del is nothing but, I am hand to hand writing the del square phi. Okay, so the value of del square phi is nothing but, this is del square phi upon del x square plus del square by upon phi upon del y square plus del square z upon phi upon del z square. This is a value for del square phi. Let me write this equation as 1. Okay, now I will find the value of del square phi over del x square and this factor and of this factor, and I will put all the three values in equation number 1. Again I will find a value of del square phi over del t square. All these, this one, that one and that one, the values will be find by the using of Lorentz transformation. Okay, so I will first find the value of this one. Also I will find the value of del square phi upon del t square. Okay, so how I will find the value of this? So let me write down the first, the Lorentz transformation again. So Lorentz transformation equations are x dash equal gamma x minus bt, y dash equal y, z dash equal z, and t dash equal gamma into t minus vx upon c. Okay, this is c square, right? This is c square. Now let us first find the values of this one, that one and this one. So the value of del phi over del x can be again found by the Chan rule. The value of del phi over del x in the Chan form will be, this will be del phi over del x dash upon del x plus del phi over del y dash upon del x plus del phi upon del z dash upon del x plus del phi upon del t dash upon del x. So this is the Chan rule for del phi over del x. Okay, similarly I am writing the value of del phi over del y. So the Chan rule for this one, this will be same. Sorry, this is del x dash upon, now del y will be there. This is del phi over del y dash upon del y, del phi over del z dash upon del y plus del phi upon del t dash upon del y. Similarly for z, del y over del z, this will be del y over del x dash over del z, del phi over del y dash upon del z plus del phi upon del z dash upon del z plus del phi over del t dash upon del z. And similarly the last one is for del phi over del t. The Chan rule for this will be same. This will be del phi over del x dash over del t, del phi over del y dash over del t plus del phi over del z dash upon del t, and the last one is del phi over del t dash upon del t. So this is, I have written the 4-chain rule for del phi over del x, del phi over del y, del phi over del z, del phi over del t, because from all the 4-chain rule I will able to get the value of this factor, this factor, this factor, and that one factor also here. So let me write this equation as 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this is 5. Again, as in the last lecture, I have found the value of all these individual factors in all the equations. Now I am doing again same. So the value of del phi over del x dash is del x dash over del x. The value of this one factor can be found by all these equations. Let's say this equation is A, this equation is B, okay, this equation is B, and this equation is C, and this equation is D. So the value of this one factor, del x dash over del x, it's mean that the differentiation of x dash coordinate with respect to x, okay, that will be found from this equation A. So the differentiation of x dash with respect to x is nothing but gamma is constant, because in gamma there would not be the value of x. The value of gamma is 1 upon under root 1 minus b square upon c square, and there is no x or any dependent variable for the x dash. So this is a constant for this. Only this x will become 1 and bt will become 0. So the value of del x dash over del x is nothing but simply gamma, right? Again, if I found the value of del y dash over del x, so del y dash over del x, its value can be found in equation B. The differentiation of y dash with respect to y is with respect to x will be 0, because there is no x here. So the differentiation of y dash with respect to x will be 0. Again, the value of del z dash over del x, it's mean that the differentiation of z dash coordinate with respect to x will be again 0, because there is no x here, z is constant for the x. So I have got the value of this one, this one, this one, and this one, right? So let me put all the 3 values in the rectangle. Now I will find the value of this one. This one is del x dash over del y. It's mean that the differentiation of x dash with respect to y. So from here there is no y here, this will be 0. I found this value. The value of del y dash over del y will be 1, because the differentiation of y with respect to y is y dash with respect to y is 1. This value has done. Now this is del z dash over del y. This value will be 0, because there is no y in the z, and the differentiation of z dash with respect to y will be 0. Okay. Now I will find the value of this value I did not found, so I will find this later. So the value of del t dash over del y, del t dash over del y, del t dash over del y, this will be also again 0, because there is no y here. The values of the differentiation of del t dash with respect to y will be 0. Okay. So these are the 4 factors. So the 4th factor, it's mean that the value of del t dash over del x is nothing but I am writing its value here. This is del t dash over del x. It's mean that the differentiation of t dash with respect to x will be, so this gamma will be constant, right? With respect to t will be treated as 0, because this is the constant, minus v over c square are the constants value, because the v is the velocity of the frame of reference which is moving with a certain, and the v is the constant value for that particular frame of reference. X will be 1, so the factor will be only b upon c square. Okay. This is the value for del t dash over del x, or this can be written as minus v over c square times of gamma, minus gamma v over c square. This is the value of del t dash. This relate to here. Okay. Now again I will find the value of this one. so I am writing this value here. This is del x dash upon del z. Again this value will be 0 because no z is here. The differentiation of x dash with respect to z is 0. The value of del y dash upon del z will be again 0 because the differentiation of y dash with respect to z is 0. This is got, this is got. Now the turn is for del z dash upon del z. This will be 1 from here because the differentiation of z dash with respect to z is 1. Again the value of del t dash over del z, the differentiation of t dash with respect to z will be again 0. Okay, so this is for the equation number 4. Now for the equation number 5, I will be finding the value of del x dash over del t. It means that I will have to differentiate all these factors, all these 4 equations with respect to t. So I am writing that value here. So the value of del x dash over del t is nothing but from this equation. It means that the differentiation of t dash with respect to x, okay, the differentiation of x dash, sorry, with respect to t from here, this will be what? The differentiation of x dash with respect to t will be, this factor will be 0 because it is independent of t. This factor will be treated as constant and the differentiation of t will be 1. So I will get only gamma into minus v. Okay, so I will get here gamma into minus v or minus gamma v, right? This is got, this is del y dash over del t. Differentiation of y dash with respect to t again 0 because not is here. Again del z dash over del t, that will again 0 because not is there. This is 0. This is next term is for this one, del t dash, the differentiation of t dash with respect to t. This will be from this equation. So gamma will be treated as constant. The differentiation of t with respect to t is 1. Okay, and the another factor will be what? That will be 0 because the differentiation of t dash with respect to t is gamma is constant and t is 1, and this complete factor will be going to as 0 because not is here. So this is only gamma. Okay, so up till now I have got the values of all these factors what I will be using later. So now let me put the values of this one, that one and this one in all the 2, 3, 4 and 5 equations. So let me put virtually all these values in equation number 2, 3, 4 and 5. When I will put the value of del x dash over del x from this equation, I will get this factor as gamma. Okay, so this factor is gamma from this value. This is gamma. Okay, del y dash over del x is nothing but from this equation as 0. So this factor is 0. Again this factor is 0 from this consideration. The value of del t dash over del x is nothing but this one. This is minus gamma v over c square. This is minus gamma v upon c square. That is equation number 2. From again this equation, this is del x dash over del y. So del x dash over del y from here, this is 0. This is 1 from this consideration. And this is again 0 from this value. And the value of del t dash over del y is again 0. Right? Again from this is del x dash over del z. So its value is from here. This is 0. Del y dash over del z is again 0. And del z dash over del z is 1. And this value is again 0. You are noticing here other factors in which no, as we are taking z, the factors in which no z are there will be 0 because there was no z here, no z here, no z here. Only z was appearing here, so this will be survive, all the factor will be 0. Similarly for the y, similarly for the x, and similarly for the t. So the value of del x dash over del t from this consideration, this is minus gamma v, right? So this is minus gamma v, and this factor is 0. This will vanish out later. This factor again 0 from this consideration, and this del t dash over del t is nothing but gamma. So this is gamma plus gamma. Okay, so I have used all these equations in my equations 2, 3, 4 and 5. So I can remove these values. Okay, I can remove these values. Yes, I can remove this value. Now let us again solve these factors. This is 0, this will vanish out, this will vanish out, this will survive, this will survive. So they will be vanished out. This plus will be here. Okay, this will vanish out, 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 and also this will vanish out, this will vanish out, this will vanish out, and of course they will be survived. So let me write this factor here, just near to this factor. This is minus gamma v over c square, minus gamma v over c square multiply del phi over del t dash. This is my new equation 2. This is here, this is del phi over del y dash. This is equation 3. These are the new form of the equation 2, 3, 4 and 5 respectively. This is del phi over del z dash. This equation was 4. And let me write this factor just near to this factor. This is plus gamma del phi upon del t dash. This is equation number 5. Okay, so these are the values of equations 2, 3, 4 and 5. But as you have the idea, my aim was not to find the values of this one, this one, this one, that one. I will be finding the value of their square. It means that these are the first partial derivative of phi with respect to x, with respect to y, with respect to z, with respect to t. But I will have to find the value of the del square. It means that the second order derivative of phi with respect to x, y, z, t respectively. So this equation 2. So for the convenience, let me concise these equations. Equation 2 can be written as this is del phi over del x equal, let me take common gamma from here. This will be gamma, and the remaining term will be del phi over del x dash and minus v over c square del phi over del t dash. This is my new equation 2. Okay, if I am interested to write the equation 2 without the phi, without the variable on which operator is operated, so we give the another name of this equation. Let's say this equation is 2a. From this concept, this is 2a equation. Without the phi, the form of this equation will be del over del x equal gamma del over del x dash minus v over c square del over del t dash. Okay, this is 2b. Okay, similarly the equation 3 vanishes as del phi. This is equation 3. This will be del, this is right now del phi over del y equals del phi over del y dash, and this will be vanish out as del over del y equal del over del y dash without phi. Let's say this equation is 3b and this is 3a. Equation 4 in the same order, that will be del phi over del z equal del phi over del z dash without phi. In the operator form, this will be del z over del z equal del over del z dash. This is 4th A and this is 4th B. Similarly, equation 5 will take form. This is for equation 5. Equation 5 is del phi over del t equal del phi over del x dash. This is minus gamma. Okay, let me take gamma as common. So I am taking gamma as common. I will get del phi over del x dash minus v. Okay, and this is plus del phi over del t dash. Okay, without phi in the operator form, let's say this equation is 5a, and without operator phi, this will be del over del t equal gamma. Okay, let me write this factor, or okay, let's say that it is, this is del over del x dash minus v plus del over del t dash. This is my equation 5b. Okay, now I can remove these values. Now in order to find the second derivative of x by phi with respect to x, y, z and t, I will use a simple consideration. From this equation, from these two consideration, del square phi over del x square will be nothing but del over del x of del phi over del x. You have the very well idea about this. Okay, so in order to find the del square phi over del x square, I will have to differentiate del phi over del x again with respect to x. So why I cannot use this value directly, the values of this factor and that factor? So the value of del over del x is from this equation. This is gamma into del over del x dash minus v upon c square del over del t dash. Okay, this is the value for del over del x. Multiply with the del phi over del x. Okay, so multiply with the del phi over del x. The value of del phi over del x from this factor is gamma, and this is del phi over del x dash and minus v over c square del phi over del t dash. Okay, so the value of del square phi over del x square from this factor I am writing here. So this will be gamma into gamma will give me gamma square. This is going to equal del square phi over del x square. This is equals to gamma square up till now. Okay, I will multiply del over del x dash onto the del phi over del x dash. So this will give me del square phi over del x dash into del x dash. It's mean that will be del square phi over del x dash square. So this will give me del square phi over del x dash square. Okay, now the turn is for this. Del over del x dash will be multiplied by the b square over c square del phi over del t dash. I will get minus v over c square, and I will get del square phi over del x dash into del t dash. This multiply with this factor. Again I will multiply this factor with this, so this will be minus v square over c square minus, okay, v over c square, sorry, v over c square and del over del t s, and okay, this will give me del square phi upon del x dash and del t dash. Okay, again this factor will be in the multiplied of this factor. This is minus minus plus, and this will give me again v over c square. This will give me v square upon c raised to power 4 into del over del t dash into del over del t dash multiply del over del t dash. So I will get from here this will be plus v square over c square, okay, sorry, c raised to power 4, and this will give me del square phi upon del t dash square. Now these two factors are same, they can be written as twice of one factor. So I am writing the twice of one factor. This is 2 here, and I am writing this factor as here. This is plus b square over c raised to power 4 and del square phi upon del t dash square. This is 2 here, just remember. So this is the value of del square phi over del x square. Let me preserve this value for later. Again I can find the value of del square phi, the second derivative of phi with respect to y. So I am removing this one from these two equations. Del square phi over del y square will be del over del y into del phi over del y with a simple rule of calculus. Again the value of del over del phi is nothing but from this is del over del y dash. Del over del y equals to del over del y dash, and the value of del phi over del y is nothing but del phi over del y dash. So this will give me del square phi over del y dash square. So the value of del square phi over del y dash square, sorry, del y square is del square phi over del y dash square. Okay. Similarly, you can get the value of del square phi over del z square because these are equations with the same nature. So similarly, I will replace z dash and this is z dash square. So this will give me the second derivative of phi with respect to z. So this is del square phi over del z square equal del square phi over del z dash square. Now the turn is for the second derivative of phi with respect to t. So let me remove all these equations except this fifth equation. So from the fifth equation I will get the value of del square phi over del t square, second derivative of phi with respect to t. So this will be del over del t into del phi over del t. The value of both can be right from these equations. Del over del t is gamma into del over del x dash minus v plus del over del t, and the value of del phi over del t from the fifth A equation, this is gamma, this is the multiply, gamma into del phi over del x dash minus v plus del phi over del t dash. Let me concise these two equations. This is gamma into gamma square, and when I multiply this factor with this factor I will get minus plus b square and del square phi over del x dash square, because this will be operated on this. This is del square phi over del x dash into del x square, del x dash square. Again I will find the value of this one into multiply this one. I will get minus v del over del x dash will be operated on this. This will be del square phi over del x dash into del t. When this now is a turn is for del over del t dash. When I multiply this factor with this factor I will get minus v del square phi over del x dash and del t dash, del x dash and del t dash. Okay. Again when I operate this factor on this factor I will get plus del square phi over del t dash square. This is the value for the second derivative of phi with respect to t. Again you can see here these two factors are same, writing two times, they can be written as one time. I am concise all these factors here. So the value of del square phi with respect to t means that del square phi over del t square is nothing but gamma square into this is v square, and so this is v square into this is del square phi upon, and this is nothing but del x dash square, and these are the two factors, so I am writing simultaneously two times 2v del square phi upon del x dash and del t dash. Okay, this is del t dash here, and this is plus del square phi upon del t dash square. Okay, so now these are the values of the second derivative of phi with respect to x by z and of course of t. Now let me put all these value in equation number 1 as well as in the Babe equation directly. Now I am writing the values of this one, this one, this one and that one in the first equation as well in the Babe equation. So this is the last value what we have. So I am just about to put all these values in equation number. Okay, let me put all these values in equation number in the first equation, in the Babe equation. So the Babe equation will be, I can remove this factor here. Okay, so because del square phi is nothing but this plus this plus this, only this. Okay, so del square phi is this one plus this one plus this one. So I can add this factor with this as well as of this factor. So I will get gamma square. I am starting from gamma square. So gamma square into del square phi upon del x dash square minus 2v upon c square. For here this is del square phi over del x dash del t dash plus v square upon c raised to the power 4 and del square phi upon del t dash square. This is for del square phi over del x square out of the del square phi. This is done. Now it's turn for this one. This is nothing but del square phi over del y dash square. Okay, and next for third one, that is del square phi over del z dash square. Okay, now this is complete because this is a value for del square phi over del x square, this one. This is the value for del square phi over del y square. Okay, and this is the value for del square phi over del z square. So up till now I have written the complete value del square phi here, this one. Now here this is minus 1 upon c square. Okay, and in bracket I have to put the value of del square phi over del t square from this equation. This is gamma square into v square del square phi upon del x dash square and minus 2b del square phi upon del x dash del t dash plus del square phi upon del t dash square. This is the value for del square phi over del t square. Now I can remove all this equation. Now let us solve this complete factor. Okay, so let me multiply gamma square in this factor in this bracket and 1 over c square with this gamma square in this factor. I will get gamma square del square phi over del x dash square minus this is gamma square 2v upon c square del square phi over del x dash del t dash plus gamma square b square upon c raised to the power 4 del square phi over del t dash square. I am writing this factor first. After that I will write these two factors later. So this is minus 1 upon c square gamma square. So gamma square over c square will be multiplied with this factor. So this is gamma square over c square with this v square into del square phi upon del x dash square. This minus and minus will get plus, and this is gamma square upon c square. This is 2v del square phi over del x dash del t dash. This minus and plus will get minus. This is gamma square over c square with this del square phi over del t dash square equals 0. Okay. Now some term will be cancelled out. How? As you can see here, this is gamma square 2b over c square del square phi over del x dash del t dash. This term is same here. Gamma square over c square, this one, 2b is here, del square phi over del x dash del t dash. So this factor will be cancelled out. Rest term will be added according to their body mass nature. So let me write first these. Okay, two factors are remained here. These two factors. Okay, sorry for this. This is first del square phi over del y dash square, and another is del square phi over del z square. This is 0. So these two factors are cancel out. Now let me take together the terms in which x dash is representing. So this one factor will be taken with this one factor. Okay. So from these two factors I can get common as gamma square as well as del square phi over del x dash square. Okay. So gamma square is common, and also what is common? Del square phi over del x dash square is common, and the rest is from here. This is 1 because this complete factor is common. 1 is here, and from there minus b square over c square will be there. Minus b square over c square is there. This is for these two factors. Similarly, del t dash and del t dash factor will be taken together. Firstly, I am writing these two factors because after the x, y should be there. So this is del square phi over del y dash square, and next should be del square phi over del z square. I have taken out up till now these two factors. Now again from these two factors something can be taken as common. So I am taking minus gamma square over c square. Least power should be taken as common. Gamma square over c square. Just remember of minus negative nature. This is gamma square over c square. Negative gamma square over c square is taken as common, and also del square phi over del t dash square common. Del square phi over del t dash square is common. Rest is from here. This is plus because negative has been taken as common. This is 1 of plus and minus because there is no minus here, that will be of negative. Only 1 upon, okay, because gamma square taken as common, gamma square over c square is taken as common. 2 power in the denominator will be there. Rest will be b square over c square, and the complete factor is going to equal as 0. Okay. Now as I have written in just initial of this video as gamma is nothing but 1 upon under root 1 minus b square upon c square. If I take a square of the gamma, I will get gamma square 1 upon 1 minus b square upon c square. Its square root will vanish out. So this is the value for gamma square. So I can write the value of gamma square here. This is, just remember 1 over this one. This is 1 upon 1 minus b square upon c square. And the multiply, this is 1 minus b square upon c square del square phi over del x dash square, and this is same. Of course this is same. From here again I can write the value of gamma square from here. Sorry, this is of minus. and 1 over c square is here. The value of gamma square again 1 over 1 minus b square upon c square. In the multiply, 1 minus b square upon c square is already going. This is del square phi over del t dash square equals to 0. These all factors are cancelled out from these first and last terms. Rest is what we were expecting. This is del square phi over del dash x square plus del square phi over del y dash square plus del square phi over del z dash square minus 1 upon c square, and this is del square phi upon del t dash square equals 0. This is the equation what I have got after applying the Lorentz transformation on the wave equation. Without the phi, this equation will lead to as this is del square upon del x dash square plus del square over del y dash square plus del square over del z dash square minus 1 upon c square del square over del t dash square equals 0. This is our wave equation after applying the Lorentz transformation. Now you can see easily here in the general equation of wave, del square over del x square was taken. Here del y square was taken, del z square was taken, and del t square was taken. But after applying the Lorentz transformation, x dash, y dash, z dash and t dash, all the 4 time space coordinates has been changed into what? X, y, z and t are changed into x dash, y dash, z dash, t dash without changing the fundamental nature of the wave equation. It's mean that when we apply the Lorentz transformation onto the wave equation, we will get no change in its fundamental nature. It's mean that wave equation is invariant under the Lorentz transformation because we got no change in its fundamental mathematical nature. So this is what we were expecting, and this is the positive result of our interpretation, mathematical interpretation. This article is very most important for the competitive exams like BSc, BTech, and also just remember this article is coming from the civil services examination also in the 2016, and if I am remembering the same year, this article in 2016 I think, yes, you can check the UPSC examination question paper, physics optional first. So in the civil service examination, if you are taking the physics as optional, this article, it's mean that the covariance of wave equation under the Lorentz transformation is generally asked. So in the civil services perspective, this article is very most important. So you can go through the complete derivation of this equation. You should go through the again and again revision of this the long article type question. Okay, so this is the last topic of our series, which is the special theory of relativity, and this is going to the last lecture of the same series. Okay, so thanks for watching. Have a good day.